Welcome to this feedback video where we're going to answer the question from Hasnan, and it's a fantastic question. I wanted to share this video where I want to give you my best advice, my best feedback for you, and hopefully provide you with some really good insights. So this is a great question. My SaaS app idea. Hi Vibers fam, hope everybody is well. I hope you're doing really well as well. It's great to have you here. I would like to share my SaaS app ideas and would like feedback in what you guys think which one I should go with. Number one, it's a budget tracker which helps young families struggling to save money. According to the offer potential, it's rated as a life and death offer. And number two, it's a monthly tracker app for small to medium businesses. And according to the offer potential, this is rated as an insomnia offer. Thanks for the feedback. You're very welcome. It's not a problem. So this is fantastic because first and foremost, you're in the finance niche, and within finance, it's a really, really significant niche that gives massive amounts of potential. And here's why we know this and how you can test if your niche and your idea will have massive demand. So I just went onto YouTube. And on YouTube here, you can see if you just search for finance tracker, budget tracker, you'll see how many views that videos have got. So this has got like nearly 650,000. This is 1.5 million. This one's nearly 3.5 million. You can see all these shorts. There's literally millions upon millions of views here. That gives you, from a niche perspective, some validation that there's a massive amount of traffic and audience. That's a positive, absolutely. What that also gives you is from the 4 levels of offers, it gives you a huge range of what the potential is going to be, right? You're going to have some percentage of people from a finance point of view, because it impacts everybody, that they're okay with their finances, right? They might not be after some type of budget or tracker, and that's fine. But because the niche is so vast, you're going to have some people that are getting annoyed with their finances. You're going to have some people that are feeling pain and staying up at night. And you're also going to have some people that, to them, it's urgent, it's critical. So first and foremost, from a niche perspective, amazing. Finance is going to be a big one. Great. The next thing that I thought about as I was reading your question here was, I was thinking about, okay, is it an or here? Is it a number one or is it a number two? Now, for me, I would actually long-term consider them both, but here's what I would do. And here's what my thought process is. So what I did is I just went onto the whiteboard here, and I was just drawing this out as I was thinking about it. This is from a personal point of view, right? So these are your young families, and this is your business. Now, the audience size, when it comes to families, personal, is going to be much bigger than business, right? They're just going to be much more families than there are going to be small and medium businesses. So you then think to yourself, okay, the next thing I thought was, okay, you're going to have a feature set, right? We're talking finances here. So you're going to have, if as I was drawing this out, I was thinking, okay, you got 2 circles, but you got a crossover, right? So this is from a business point of view, and this is from a personal point of view. The feature set of your solution, you're going to have a crossover of different feature sets based on, because we're talking finances, right? Incoming, outgoings. You're going to have then some features that are only related to business, and you're going to have some that is only going to be related to from a personal life point of view. Now, what I would recommend is you focus in on building the MVP on the common features. The common features. Because this is the wonderful thing. Because you're going to have a common set of features that are going to be applicable to either business or personal. And what I actually did is I actually went into the Vibers Assistant, which you can go into, and I just gave it this prompt. What's the common? What's the shared sort of the functionality? What's the shared core features? And I'm going to share all this with you in the attachment down below so you'll be able to see it. These are the shared core column here, right? Income login, expense database, budget allocation, graphs, notifications, right? So I would recommend that you start with the shared first. And the reason for it, and as I was kind of planning this out and thinking about it, is you could create an MVP, okay? An MVP in kind of this area of all these features. But then what you can do is you can start to build out first. I would recommend personal features and create a landing page, a sales page to the personal, and then later on go to the professional in terms of business. And here's the core reason for this. The reason is from a flywheel perspective. Now, a flywheel, if you go into the classroom, you'll be able to see from a flywheel perspective, essentially is, does one user action make the experience better for everybody else? If it does, you're going to have a potential flywheel. One of the examples, I would recommend that you go into the case study in the classroom. If you go into the classroom and then go into the case study, what you'll see is the calorie deficit club. This is meals, but finance is going to be very, very similar. One action can make a big difference to everybody else. And you think about from a finance point of view, you think about families wanting to save money and budget money. They're going to be areas that they can budget. They're going to be maybe looking for offers. You're going to be looking for maybe, if they're wanting to save money, maybe here's some great holidays. And they're more likely to share things publicly than maybe businesses that are going to be a little bit more private. And that will then give you the ability to create a flywheel. As a young family and somebody uses your solution and starts to track their finances, you could create some AI features that creates a summary and opportunities. And then if they choose to do that sort of publicly, you could create like a community wall of biggest savings, right? Savings and a challenge, what family has saved the most. You can put some gamification in this. And then what can happen is you could really, really grow exponentially because the families, the personal side is growing very, very quickly. This is then going to give you great business testimonials, right? You're going to have some testimonials of the impact you've made from a personal point of view. Then you can unlock the features from a business point of view because you're going to have a different audience, right? You're going to have a different target audience from a business point of view, and then you'll need a new sales page, which is different to the personal sales page. But from a pricing point of view, I was then just trying to brainstorm this, and my thought process was from a pricing point of view, if you're targeting personal first, you're going to have kind of maybe smaller prices, like whether it's £5 to £50 or dollars, because somebody personal is not going to be able to pay what a small to medium-sized business can do. So that's my feedback for you here. I will share everything down below, which you can have all the resources and everything that I've used here. But I don't think it's a 1 or a 2. I think it's a 1 followed then by a 2, thinking about the core feature set. Think about the core feature set from a finance point of view. Build out the MVP of all your core feature set that's applicable to them both. Then start with the personal. Create a sales page from a personal. Get the flywheel going, where opportunities for saving can be made for families. Create some gamification on there. Get that flywheel going. And then you can open up a new section, which is going to be more corporate stroke business. So it's a great question. It's a great idea. It's a great app. It's a great niche. I see all things positive here. So let me know if you've got any questions. All the attachments down below. I will summarize everything here for you. And I really, really hope that this has helped because, it's that's what this community is for, right? We're here to help one another. We're here, and I can't wait to see your impact on what the MVP actually ends up looking like. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And I look forward to seeing you hopefully in the next workshops and the live calls and everything that we do. anybody's got any questions, if you've got any further questions, don't hesitate to comment down below. Let me know. Keep taking massive action. Really hope that this has helped, and I'm excited about your progress. Speak soon.